Superstars from the 1970s and 80s. Here we are with the barbell press. Elite athletes are struggling with this lift. So how much more do we need to spend some time really focusing on getting our technique down in what seems to be a pretty easy lift? Now, if we go back over the years, really, this was one of the lifts that was a tremendous display of strength. Now, the average guy, and I found this in multiple sources, the average man is supposed to be able to lift for one rep approximately 120 to 130 pounds overhead. Now, that is for if you're 50 years or older. Now, if we go to what your body weight is, that could certainly change things. But here I am adding it back into my routine for the first time in a few years. And well, it's kind of hard to get back under the bar. But what I'm focusing on is really, again, getting my technique down and leaving my ego at the door. I felt like I could have brought my elbows in a little closer. So now I'm lining it up right with the width of my shoulders and then just going with a grip that's just slightly wider so I bend my shoulders. So I've pulled it in from where I was at on the last set. This is going to get me a better angle. The goal is really just to push straight up over my head and end right at the midline of my body. So you don't want the bar to come out too much in front of you. And of course, you don't want to be too far back where you're going to pretty much fall over. Keeping your abs tight, of course, you're working the triceps. Your traps get worked here, but mainly it is a front delt destroyer and it's not easy. So here you see from where I want to be, the green, straight up, and I don't want to be too wide. Now, could you turn it into a little bit of a push press like Mike Hargrove did here? Sure you could if you're in a competition, but again, even elite athletes struggle with this. And if you think 210 is easy, well, let's see the great bass dealer Lou Brock give it a go. And I definitely think he was one of the best athletes of his time, but getting that form and technique down and getting under the bar, it's not easy. So don't you be afraid to practice it and get it down before you